What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Gameweek 27 deadline, not deadline string, Gameweek 27 team selection video. My name is Ryan from the Football Chatbox. Welcome to my thoughts and plans. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask as well with regards to questions on team selections, chip strategy, and whatnot. Now, Gameweek 26 was a green arrow, but the smallest of margins in terms of green arrows. KDB continues to be a problem and a pain. Um, he's already fallen in price as well. I'm gonna hold him for this week, but it's probably been one of my worst transfer. No, it's not probably. It has hands down been my worst transfer this season. 2 points in 3 games is not good. Definitely not good. So it's definitely my worst transfer I've done this season. I will hold against United because this United team is very poor. So I will hold for that game and we'll see what happens. Now, they do have a FA Cup fixture, although I don't expect him to play that, but we'll wait and see what happens with that. Apart from him, the other move that I'm thinking, at least for the upcoming week, would be getting Solanke in. But I don't want to get Solanke in just yet, at least not until I wait and see what happens to Bournemouth, because that does affect my plannings and everything for the upcoming game week in the FA Cup. So Bournemouth FA Cup result, we kind of have to wait for that. Maybe I wait as well. Will anything else? I don't know if I need to wait. I don't need to wait for Chelsea, Leeds, Liverpool. Won't change unless if Salah is fit. Maybe that might change things. But again, depends on how the FA Cup results go. So I might actually wait for the entire FA Cup results to go before I actually make a decision on whether I bring Solanke in for this week. I might actually bring Solanke in for this week, but like whether I bring him alone or do I bring someone else as well for a hit. But at the moment, it's Darwin to Solanke as the only move that I'm thinking about. But the rest of the teams looks like this. Pedro Porro, I'm gonna have to hope he's fit. If not, Doughty or Region, I'm not even sure which one of the two I actually want to start. Maybe I might start Region actually over Pedro Porro, because Chelsea are gonna play a Brentford team at home. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really sure on that. Defense is a bit weak. I'm well aware. Nick, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. So yeah, my team is looking at this. Darwin to Solanke is the only move, but FA Cup results dependent. I will make the decision after that. So yeah, 56 points. Absolute smallest green arrow possible. But it is a green end of the day. So we take it and we move. How is everyone else doing? Let me know in the comments as well. And Nick, how's your game week? How did your game week go? Let me know as well in terms of that. So apart from that, remember that I've come on. Which was what? 50 points this week, 9 players, so I'm taking it. Fair enough. I mean, with 9 players, you definitely take it. Thought I would be in serious trouble when Walker wasn't playing. Well, I guess. Yeah, Walker is another problem, right? He plays for that double game week and then he just gets benched as well. I'm not even sure what to say. City. I wish I never went for KDB. Walker also is the same situation. It's just like too much rotation. If KDB doesn't start the United game, I won't buy him again this season at all, for sure. I'll immediately sell him off. For Heung-min Son, most likely. So we'll kind of wait and see. I'm also hoping to see what happens within Chelsea versus Leeds, because that will decide whether that specific game will decide if I free hitting Gaming 29 or I don't free hitting Gaming 29. So we kind of have to wait and see on that as well. Apart from that, the top 10 of the mini league, SJ on 58 still, FPL Master 57, Nisarg on 49. Zodiac with a huge 73 points. Tom on 69. Abdul Rahman 68. Yapneet Singh 77. Yapneet has two teams? 77 and 82? Two teams from Yapneet? If you're watching this, Yapneet, you better ask. You better let me know. Matthew on 57. And Fabian in 10th on 50. Everyone else, oh, some good performances over here as well from some of the guys. But yeah, some good stuff. Let me know if you guys want like a team review or whatnot. People looking like they're doing well. Kind of stuck with a wildcard for the purpose of just restructuring my backline. Midfield is a bit unsure, but nothing urgent sticks out that I need to solve. Where's your team, Nick? Let's try and find it. Try and bring it up actually. Here we go. So this is your team this way. Actually, let's bring it up on FPL. To take a team review. Let's do it. Your team. Looks like Palmer over has to be Gordon, right? Defense. Do you start Colville or do you start Pedro Porro or do you start Alfie Doughty? Honestly, I'm not sure. I think your team is fine still. To be honest, your team is still fine. Here is the question for you, Nick, because you're in a very interesting situation. What's your plan for Solanke? You have the three strikers that a lot of managers also could potentially have, and they're not sure what exactly to do in terms of trying to get Solanke. How do you plan to get Solanke in, and who makes way? Think might start Petrapura. Yeah, I think kind of makes sense. I probably should now that you mentioned that. Yeah, I do have Petrapura first, but in Region and Petrapura, I'm still not sure what to do. But Crystal Palace are now a very attacking, pressing team, so that's something we need to kind of consider. Now, what is the plan? How do we see? How do you plan on getting Solanke? Is what I'm thinking. This week specifically, I mean, apart from that, I can't really see. I don't know. It depends on the what. What are you planning on 29? Free hit? Is that free hit is the idea? Or because depending on how FA Cup results go, maybe you can look to try and get in a few specific players based on what your strategy is for 29 as well. My gut is saying Tony makes way as well for Solanke because then when Solanke's fixture's turning 32, Tony's really nice. Ah, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I think that might kind of probably makes sense. Because Tony is Arsenal in 28. Tough fixture for Tony. So you probably look to sell Tony. Okay, so free hit 29 is definitely happening. So then you don't have to worry whether you sell, like whether you're having Tony or not. So you can sell him and then on the free hit, you can actually have him on the free hit as well. So Tony probably makes way for you. That probably makes sense. Yes. I think that's the only move that I can think of for you. This specific week, right? Because you don't really have anything else in pressing condition that you need to get in for this specific week at least. You've got your Villa players in Watkins. You have 3 strikers, which means you need 4 midfielders, and you've already got. I don't think you're selling Foden or Saka. Odegaard against Sheffield United, even I also won't sell. Because I also got him for that specific. Like I got him for Newcastle as well, but didn't get lucky. But Sheffield United should do well. He's got most of Odegaard's double-digit hauls have been away. Where's the other double? This was at home, but the other one, Bournemouth away, the Palace away. So his double-digit hauls have come from away. So except for the Bournemouth, and no, sorry, the Wolves game. So let's hope that he can do something against Sheffield United, which means it's Palmer that's left, and Palmer is on pens. So I don't know who you would want to remove Palmer for specifically, unless it's a Spurs player against Crystal Palace, which might not be a priority. Maybe a certain Mo Salah, but you don't have the money, so that's out of the question. So yeah, maybe just Solanke this week. If you're thinking about it, can't think of anyone else. Anyone else that you're eyeing up for? Defense could be improved, but I don't know where. Who would you go for in defense? No one specifically, to be honest. Maybe you go for a Bournemouth defender. That's another option. The thing is, with a Bournemouth defender, now Senesi is on 8 yellow cards, if I'm not mistaken. So you might want to wait on Senesi. Bournemouth players, honestly, just to set up for the double. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, Senesi. So I think Senesi is one, but just kind of wait and see, because he is on 8 yellow cards. And if he gets a yellow card even this week, then you're in a bit of a problem, because one yellow card in game week, the first double, he misses the second part of the game as well. So that is something to kind of keep an eye out for. Apart from him, who else can you go for? Tabarani, maybe? I'm not even sure which Bournemouth defender I would want to go for after that. Smith, Kirkes. I don't know if I would go for Kirkes. Between Smith and... Not really. We'll see. I think ideally Senesi will be the one if he doesn't get that yellow card. I think I might be worth downgrading Walker to a Bournemouth defender just to free up some cash. Yep, fair enough. That's also not a bad shout, to be honest. That is also not a bad shout. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Because if I downgrade both Walker and Tony, gives me a fair bit to work with. So you're saying, let's say you do Tony to Solanke, that gives you $1 million. You do Walker to, let's just assume Senesi. 1.9. 1.9. Not a bad amount actually. Could upgrade Palmer, could upgrade Gordon, depending on what you want to do. Could even upgrade Colville to another defender, although maybe not as much upside there. Could do Gordon to Richarlison or Madison or even Bowen. Same thing could be said for Palmer, but not for Bowen though. So there are a few options available to you. At least if you wanted to target, like, you want to target 27, 28, and maybe 30. You could do that. Could go Luis Diaz. That's just another option. Gordon to a Luis Diaz. With all the injuries for Liverpool. Forest. City is a tough one. But then Everton. Sorry, not Everton. You'll be free hitting, right? The Forest, City, and Brighton. And Sheffield United after that. Not a bad... Well. Mentioned Spurs in terms of Richarlison. Can't go for Heung-min Son because it's a bit more expensive. That is basically it. I don't know if I would go for Brighton. Pascal Gross, man. This guy keeps getting 1 assist and maximum bonus because of 1 assist. So, oh well. Although his run is about to end, so I don't know if I would go there now. Maybe I don't know if I go for a Bournemouth midfielder though. Not really sure which one to go for. Given that I'm running a 3-4-3, if I was to make a move with Gordon, it would be a downgrade. Yeah, unless you're willing to bench Palmer. So probably not. So your next upgrade, I don't even know where your upgrade is going to be. We'll see. Maybe something will pop up. We'll know after the. I think after the FA Cup, we'll know a better idea of what needs to be done. Because you currently, again, it depends on the FA Cup. Because if like some serious cup upsets, then you might not even free hit. So that is the one thing we kind of have to wait and see on. I think you'll also be waiting to see what happens to this Chelsea versus Leeds game. That's going to be Gameweek 30 just to restructure the team post the blank Gameweek. Yep. I think for me as well, my wildcard is either Gameweek 30 or 31. I haven't decided which specific week, but it's definitely in one of those 2 weeks. I'm most likely leaning towards 31, although I haven't really confirmed yet exactly where I want to, which specific week I want to wildcard in. But it's mainly to like a restructure, like you say, because Aston Villa, so hard, man. Because 30 they have a good fixture. 31 City, 33 Arsenal. Might have to say goodbye to Watkins after when I wildcard because Liverpool as well. It's not the easiest of run for Aston Villa. Arsenal, I think I might sell Odegaard. I won't triple up on Arsenal. Just keep Saka and Gabriel. Might load up on Chelsea. Pretty decent fixtures. Might bring Palmer back in. Probably will look to get Salah when he's fit. If he's fit by then, he should be. 31 against Sheffield. 30 against Brighton. 32 against United. A good run for Salah. So few decisions to make. Spurs will have to offload because Newcastle, City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Although the double is also going to be somewhere there. I don't know where the double for them will be. If the double for Spurs is in 37, I have a huge case to pre-hit in 37 and bench boost in 34. That way avoiding Spurs assets on a wild card. Oh, you sold Bowen for Odegaard. To be fair, we didn't know that Paqueta was going to be fit and everything. So that did hurt, yes. That's unfortunate. That one is a bit unfortunate. I wonder if this is the turning point now for Wolves. I mean, for West Ham. They got Everton and Burnley. The next two. And obviously, they got Aston Villa as well. The team to keep an eye out for. I don't know. Maybe this is the turning point for West Ham's attacking threat to come back with Paqueta and all back. So I might potentially even start Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro over Branthwaite. I might even keep Branthwaite because Everton are still a D. So we'll see. Yeah, few things to kind of see. True, if Bowen has a good next back in, yeah, that's the thing. If Bowen does well against Everton, then I'm most likely bringing him in. Should I bring him for Burnley? I don't know. It depends on what's like my. All depends on the FA Cup results. I don't know whether I'm wildcarding. Sorry, I'm free hitting or not free hitting. Cool. I think that's basically all I've got, unless anyone else has. And also, people, if you're new and or if you're watching in the background, do smash that like button because it means that more people get to see the video, and also more people find the channel as well after the video as well. So first smash button. Any further questions? I think the plan now is to wait and see. Podcast will be on Thursday, an hour earlier than what we started this video, so 8 p.m. Sydney time. Podcast. I will be joined with Karan as we discuss all the aftermath of the FA Cup, and then I'll be on to the FPL IQ show. Yeah, that's for the Gameweek 27 podcast. Tomorrow, no video. But Gameweek 27 podcast, and then I will probably do a wildcard section as well on the podcast. Brentford from Gameweek 33. By the way, I feel like a triple up could be very nice. 30 Brentford. Oh, from 33, yes. Ivan Toney will definitely be in the list for this one. Sheffield, Luton, Everton, Fulham, Bournemouth. Yeah. Definitely. If I was to do this, right? That Planet FPL's projected friction. The only thing with Brentford, no double. That's the one thing. See, Chelsea, they might have a double potential. Yeah. One thing to come. I guess we kind of had to wait. All of this is like post FA Cup results in Game Week 20. They're trying to fix it. Yeah, true. I do agree. Especially for people looking for differentials and trying to gain rank. Those are the moments. And hopefully Buemo is back. Never know if Buemo is back for Brentford. Another option to consider in midfield. Alright, I think we'll stop it from here. Just a short video, just trying to explain where my thought process are. At the moment, again, just to wrap it up, Darwin to Solanke is the current plan. Although I will only do that move after I've seen the FA Cup results, all of the FA Cup results, just to make sure the players that I have currently, none of them get injured, or none one comes from injured or even Solanke. So I don't want to make any moves till the FA Cup results are done. But that's currently where I stand. And obviously, podcast on Thursday. We'll do a wildcard section as well in the podcast, and also maybe I'll do a wildcard video for the Friday or something, or maybe we'll record a separate part on the podcast for a wildcard. Upload that as on Friday, and then deadline stream. Oh yes, this Saturday's deadline stream. Slightly different situation. Now I might not be available to do the deadline stream on Saturday, so we might do a stream on Friday night, a pre-deadline stream on Friday night, and maybe we might do an early stream on Saturday. So like Australian 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock time, somewhere around that maybe. So it might help the Australians and the Asians crowd. It will help. Might not help the UK crowd that much on a Saturday. So might do a very early Saturday deadline stream if you want to do, because I'm going to be out at a friend's place. Won't be able to do a deadline stream 2 hours before the deadline for Saturday. So that's kind of one thing to mention. Although it's crazy, we have this many games out. We're definitely going to get a leak about Liverpool with Forest. Right now whether Salah is playing or not. So that's kind of, I guess, something to look out for on the deadline. But yeah, right now looking likely that we won't have a deadline stream. If I do come home in time and the deadline still hasn't passed, we might do a quick fire. I'll quickly go live for even if it's like a half an hour. Quickly go live and do a deadline stream as well. But yeah, that's currently where we stand for the moment. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button as all on Thursday. Until then, out everyone, and thank you to Nick as well for keeping